Hey, it's Coach Ariel Anderson, and I'm super happy and excited to be here today. I'm feeling better, the sun is shining, and I'm talking about different topic with you. So today's topic, what has changed in midlife pregnancy and fertility, and I'm excited about that topic because things have been flowing into my inbox, into my world, and I know it's happening for you for a reason. So before we get started, of course, I'm going to say definitely jump down into the description and grab your free fertility meditation that I created for you. And more will be coming, but this is where we're starting, and this one is a gift for you. Of course, subscribe if you're new, and welcome back to this beautiful community, which is around the world. And whether you're midlife or otherwise, there are a lot of tidbits in here for you to support you from the inside out to bring you to joy and health. It's all moving beyond that's impossible to what is possible. That's my whole life mission, and you get to be a part of that, and I get to be a part of your story. So let's go on with the rest of this beautiful day. I'm excited because there's a blue sky. It's been raining like torrential, massive madness here in California. So this is just like Christmas or surprise or something. All right. So what's been coming in my inbox? Well, my husband works in Silicon Valley and in the zone and at home and everywhere. And he keeps getting these things popping up and he sends them my way. And I've seen them, but so here, what am I talking about? So what's interesting for me right now is in this era, at least in the US for the moment, I'm curious about where you are and if it's the same. You're definitely welcome to say something in the comments. Do you know how much the climate has changed if you're an employee? Don't worry, I'll get to you self-employed people in a minute. Or if you have your own company. Things have really shifted. Now, if you're on the side of being the employer, it can be tricky and it can feel really stressful because there's a lot of demands right now. But if you're on the employee side, you're like, yoo-hoo. So what are people asking for? People are asking for support with fertility. And if you don't already have it in your company as a person who's being provided for, just know that that is something that is so present that you can absolutely ask for that. So I wanna just say that on this lucky St. Patrick's Day as a partly Irish person. I know I don't look it, but I am. That you can be lucky and have the possibility of having some funding for your fertility journey. Now, what that looks like according to your company, your plan is different, but if you don't have one, there's an opportunity for you to dive in there for that. Now, if you're on the side of being the employer, don't I feel like red flag, help, we're already drowning, or we've already got so many expenses. But there are some things that are being worked on. I'm going to a couple of summits and conferences. I'm contacting people that may even come onto the Imperfect Parenting podcast when we have our Mondays, our first one of the month where we talk about fertility. I'm working on it. I just got the names of some people and I'm curious if they would be up to it. And so then we'll see, or maybe we'll have a live. I don't know. So that's one thing. Is that there are things in motion. If you are on your own, you don't have a company that you're working for, you don't have a company where you are going to have a lot of people and therefore be able to offer a benefit package, so to speak, to yourself or others, then also be aware, I don't know how it is all around the world. I'm just going to share what I know, which is there are, for people who are in companies as well, let's add this piece, there are FSA accounts, and which is basically their medical accounts. That's only something that you can do within your company. So if you're a person who tends to not always go to your exact provider, your HMO, your group of medical, maybe you do some alternative things, some of those things will be covered by one of those accounts. So you can ask for that as an added benefit. People are looking for what should we do? What are people interested in? So you can actually be helping your company. They'll be excited, maybe not, but it's something worth asking for. Now, the HSA, this is more of a medical account that can be from your company or it can also be from you. And this gets you, I believe, higher interest. I'm still exploring them. But just know that there are things out there where you can put some money aside. What is the point of these accounts? You can put some money aside, and it can be many times outside of paying your taxes. So basically another deductible, so to speak. I'm going to get somebody in here who actually knows all the details so we can talk about that and share that either on the podcast or we'll do something here. I'm going to explore. This is something that's been floating around for the last year. I realized, why didn't we do that? Well, we couldn't do that in Czech Republic. And we had everything covered except for all the alternative things. It would have been nice to have some of that covered. And here I was thinking, well, we could have done that last year. I didn't really get that you could also do it as an individual. So I'm throwing this out here. I'm talking really fast because I get excited. You know how that is. Is this new information for you? I'm curious. If you throw down in the comments, or if you're somebody who actually knows or knows somebody who is an expert in these funds, because I know there's some companies that I think you have to be connected to in order to do it. But if you know somebody, I would love to have that conversation and share it with you. I love discovering new things to share. You know that. And if you're in my email community, then you know that when I get something come my way, even if I'm not totally sure about it, or if I am sure about it, I send it your way. So that's one of those things. Those are new things. Companies supporting your fertility? I'm sorry, but in my day, yes, you got everything covered pretty much, really strong insurance, but fertility covered, we couldn't even get that pill covered. I'm not that I take that now, but, just a thought. So I wanted you to just know, and I think it's more of a reminder of what's possible. There would have been an era where we would have never thought that somebody else could pay for the support that you need, and that it's not only going to have to be within your medical plan and what they offer and what they think is possible, what they think is okay, but what you need and what is okay for you. And so this is something we're exploring. And as I'm exploring it, I'm sharing it with you. And I want to absolutely offer you the opportunity to ask more questions here so that when I have those conversations, and I'm going to share them with you, that you're getting the answers that you need. So if you want to throw that down in the comments, great. If something's coming up and I know it, and you're, either on Instagram at Ariel Green Anderson, or you're in my community, which just, grab that meditation or one of the other free things down in the description, and I can send things. I don't send things like 100 times a week. I promise. I don't have time for that. And I know that's annoying. But when something comes up, I throw it your way. And if that's interesting for you, great. Otherwise, just keep showing up here. I have one more thing to say. But before that, I want to say I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for you today. It's a day of luck. And I think about how to pass on luck. Well, how you pass on luck is by creating your luck. You open to it. You vibrate in the way that attracts more of what you actually want. And part of that is disengaging from the which often is there on the fertility path. And all you have to do for that is do things that you enjoy. Today, I encourage you, do one thing that you enjoy, and notice what happens. Or you can, if you're not in that mood, or that's not the place where you are right now, you can even just say, send me a sign that's really clear and I can't miss it, so I know what my next step is. All right, that's what I wanted to throw out there. Let's take a breath there. Exhaling out and knowing that this path is full with so much. So what else did I want to say? I wanted to say one thing. I often get so excited and I'm throwing out my energy to you. And it's funny because our group is so different. There is a piece of that where there's the encouragement, but there's such a grounding and connected to spirit self time. I'm doing meditations and all these other things. And I realize I don't show that all the time here, but it is a piece. And I know there are other videos that I do throw in once in a while that have that piece. And now you've got the meditation on the way, so you know. And if you are interested in, this is fun to be here with you. If you want to be in a room face to face, I'm going to, just for 3 days, it's only 3 days a month, I open up the group, which is an inner circle. It's very, very small and very private. And, you be as open and anonymous or present as you want to be as far as your face and all of that. But it's a very sacred space where I encourage and help you bloom very specifically on what you're doing. So I wanted to throw that out there. There'll be a link down in the description. And I wish you a beautifully imperfect day. And know that your path, whether it's pausing, taking a breath here, getting excited about something else that could support you, or just, being you, that's enough. And that echoes out to others around you. And that's how you make the world better, by just giving time and energy and space to yourself and your path in the way that makes sense for you. I'm Coach Ariel Anderson, and I'm here coaching you to access joy and health through moving beyond impossible to possible. And I am so honored to be here. See you soon.